You don't go to the marketplace to beg for bread. You go because you carry something of value to trade, something only you can offer, shaped by your journey, forged in your fire, polished by your silence. It's not gold or grain, it's not status or success, it's your frequency, the unique harmonic signature of your soul, refined through every joy, every wound, every moment you chose to stay open when closing would have been easier. And yet, when it comes to your deepest desires, you've been taught to kneel, to plead at the altar of lack like a pilgrim with empty hands, offering tears as currency, hope as collateral, and endless effort as your only proof of worthiness. You've been told that if you just visualize harder, affirm louder, hustle longer, the universe will finally deem you worthy of receiving. But what if that entire narrative is a trap, a story designed to keep you small, dependent, and perpetually chasing? What if the universe isn't a distant god to be appeased with rituals and sacrifices? What if it's not a vending machine that dispenses blessings? When you insert enough positive thoughts, enough gratitude lists, enough spiritual performance, what if it's a living, breathing marketplace, ancient, intelligent, responsive, and you've already been given everything you need to trade? Not as a reward, not as a test, but as your birthright. This isn't about wanting more. It's about remembering what you already hold, not as hope, not as someday, but as fact. Right here, right now, in this breath. Most people walk into the field of potential, empty-handed. Not because they're unworthy, but because they've forgotten their stall was already set up. They offer anxiety as currency, scarcity as collateral, desperation as their only offering, and then they wonder why the exchange never happens. The quantum field doesn't reject them. It simply has nothing to trade for what they're bringing. You can't barter fear for freedom. You can't exchange panic for peace. The marketplace operates on resonance, not wishful thinking. It trades only in coherence, the alignment between your inner state and your outer expression. But you were born with a forge inside you, not just a heart that beats, not just a mind that thinks. A blacksmith's fire deep in your marrow, humming in your mitochondria, pulsing through your fascia, capable of shaping raw longing into sovereign being. This fire isn't metaphorical. It's biological. Your mitochondria, the ancient bacterial allies, within your cells, are literal powerhouses that convert emotional energy into cellular vitality. When you live in coherence, they hum with light. When you live in chaos, they dim. You are not just spiritual, you are quantum biological. Here's the truth no one tells you. Manifestation isn't acquisition, it's alchemy. You don't attract what you lack. You transmute what you are. Every time you chase, you signal, I am not enough. Every time you force, you broadcast, this is scarce. Every time you monitor your bank account like a hawk, refreshing your inbox every 10 minutes, scanning your body for symptoms, checking your phone for validation, you whisper to the field, I don't trust you. I don't trust myself. I must control everything to survive. And the field, being perfectly honest, perfectly neutral, mirrors that back. Not as punishment, as confirmation. Because the universe doesn't lie. It reflects. It's a mirror, not a judge. But when you stop chasing and start standing in your stall, calm, open, grounded, you change the entire dynamic. You're no longer a beggar at the edge of the market, hoping someone will toss you a coin out of pity. You're a trader, centered, sovereign, ready. Offering not your desperation, but your presence. And what do you trade? Not affirmations. Scribbled in journals at 3 a.m., not vision. Boards pinned to walls like shrines to a future. Self you don't yet believe in. Frequency. Your breath becomes your coin. Each inhale drawing in possibility. Each exhale releasing resistance. Not shallow chest breaths that signal danger to your nervous system, but deep diaphragmatic breaths that whisper, we're safe. We can receive. Your stillness, your ledger, where you record not what you lack, but what you already embody, not as a list, but as a felt sense in your bones. Your unwavering inner knowing, your signature, your seal, your unshakable yes, the quiet certainty that needs no external proof. This is where the blacksmith within you awakens, because frequency isn't passive. It's forged in the heat of awareness, on the anvil of presence with the hammer of choice. In the old world, the village blacksmith didn't wish for a sword. He didn't pray for it or visualize its gleam. He worked. He heated the iron until it glowed red hot, not to destroy it, but to make it malleable, to unlock its potential. He hammered it, not randomly, but with rhythm, intention, precision, shaping chaos into form, noise into song. He quenched it in water, not to cool it down, but to set its strength, to lock in its new nature, to make it resilient enough to serve. Your nervous system is that iron. Your trauma, your fear, your old stories, they're not flaws to be erased or sins to be forgiven. They're raw ore, dense, unrefined, waiting for your fire. Every childhood wound, every ancestral pattern, every moment you swallowed your truth to keep the peace, it's all material. Not garbage, not shame, fuel. And your breath? That's the bellows. Every inhale fans the flame of awareness, softening the hardened places, melting the armor you built to survive. Every exhale releases what no longer serves, not through force, not through denial, but through surrender, the gentle letting go that says, I don't need to carry this anymore. This isn't positive thinking. This is embodied sovereignty, the quiet power of knowing you are both the iron and the smith, the fire and the water, the chaos and the form. When you feel lack arise, and it will because you're human, don't suppress it. Don't spiritual bypass it with, I'm grateful anyway, while your stomach knots in anxiety. Don't shame yourself for feeling small as if your humanity is a flaw. Instead, place your hand on your chest, feel the rise and fall, the steady beat beneath the storm, and say, I see you, but I am not you. Then breathe into the space beneath the fear, the hollow behind the ribs, the quiet between the heartbeats, the stillness that exists even in the midst of chaos. That's where your true currency lives, not in the noise of the mind, but in the stillness of the body. Not in the story, but in the sensation. The marketplace doesn't care how loudly you declare abundance on social media. It cares whether your cells vibrate with it, whether your mitochondria hum with trust instead of cortisol, whether your fascia holds space instead of tension, whether your vagus nerve signals safety instead of threat. You can chant, I am wealthy, while your shoulders hunch over unpaid bills, your jaw clenched against the world, your breath shallow and tight. But your fascia remembers every moment. You felt small every time you swallowed your truth to keep the peace. Every time you apologized for taking up space. Every time you made yourself smaller to fit someone else's comfort. And the field listens to your fascia more than your lips, because your body never lies. It's the ultimate truth teller. So stop performing abundance. Stop pretending you're already there while your nervous system screams otherwise. Start inhabiting it, one breath, one choice, one micro moment at a time. How? By trading in micro moments of alignment. When you choose rest over hustle, even for 5 minutes lying on the floor, letting gravity hold you, whispering, I am enough exactly as I am, allowing your parasympathetic nervous system to activate, signaling to your cells, we're safe, we can heal. When you speak your truth instead of swallowing it, saying the gentle no that honors your boundaries, the vulnerable yes that opens your heart, the honest I don't know that releases the burden of having to be perfect. When you spend money with trust, not panic, buying the thing that nourishes you, the organic food, the healing session, the book that calls your soul, paying yourself first, giving without expectation, knowing that flow requires circulation, not hoarding. When you receive a compliment without deflecting it, simply saying, thank you, and letting it land in your bones, allowing your nervous system to register, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of praise. These aren't small acts. They're quantum transactions, deposits into your sovereign account, withdrawals from the economy of lack. Each one sends a signal to the field. I am here. I am ready. I am whole. Each one rewires your neural pathways, builds new cellular memories, and shifts your electromagnetic field. And over time, your energetic balance shifts, not because you forced it through sheer willpower, white-knuckling your way to high vibes, because you stopped resisting your own worth and started living from it, because you stopped fighting your reality and started collaborating with it. This is the secret of the masters. They didn't manifest from emptiness. They traded from fullness. Neville Goddard didn't attract his reality through relentless visualization. He assumed the feeling of the wish fulfilled, not as fantasy, but as fact. He walked into the marketplace already holding the receipt, already wearing the clothes of his desired self, already feeling the weight of the ring on his finger. He didn't ask for it. He claimed it by living from it, by breathing as if it were already true, by moving through the world as the version of himself who had already received. Joe Dispenza doesn't create healing through meditation alone. He collapses the timeline where he's already whole by feeling it in his cells before his eyes see it. He generates the emotional state of health, gratitude, joy, wonder, and lets that chemistry rewrite his biology. Dopamine for motivation, oxytocin for connection, serotonin for calm. His brain and heart synchronize in gamma coherence, sending a clear, strong signal to the quantum field. This is who I am now. He doesn't fight disease. He outgrows it by becoming someone whose biology no longer supports it. Abraham Hicks doesn't vibe high by avoiding negative emotions. She dwells in the vortex, the calm center where desire and fulfillment meet as one. She doesn't push away contrast. She uses it as a springboard back to alignment. She knows that the point isn't to feel good all the time. It's to return quickly when you wobble, to recognize the misalignment and gently guide yourself back to center. She understands that resistance is the only problem, and release is the only solution. And you don't need to become someone new. You don't need to earn your place at the table through suffering, sacrifice, or spiritual merit badges. You need to remember the trader you've always been, the one who knew, even as a child, that you carried something rare, something real, something worthy of exchange. The one who felt the fire in your belly when you spoke your truth, even when no one listened. The one who sensed the marketplace long before you had words for it. The version of you who knows, I don't need to earn my place in this marketplace. I was born with a stall, and my presence alone is valuable enough to trade. This is why synchronicity appears when you stop chasing. Because when you stand in your stall, calm, open, available, the right buyers find you. Not because you hunted them with DMs, pitches, or desperate energy, but because your frequency called them home. Your coherence created a magnetic field that drew them in. The right opportunities align, not because you hustled for them, filled out every application, or networked until you were exhausted, but because your inner state made space for them to appear. The right timelines converge, not through magic or luck, but through resonant stability, the quiet power of being so aligned that reality has no choice but to reflect it back. Not because you hunted them, because you became a beacon, steady, clear, unwavering, a lighthouse in the storm, showing others that safety, wholeness, and abundance are possible. And here's the most beautiful part. The marketplace isn't out there, in some distant future, after you've healed enough, succeeded enough, or become enough to deserve it. It's within you, in the space between your breaths, in the quiet of your exhale, in the unshakable knowing that hums beneath the noise of the world. It's in your mitochondria, your fascia, your heart's electromagnetic field. You are not separate from the marketplace. You are the marketplace. Every choice you make is a trade. Every breath a transaction. Every moment of presence a deposit into your sovereign account. Every act of self-trust a withdrawal from the bank of fear. So stop waiting for permission to enter. You were never outside. You were just forgetting your stall was already set up with your name carved into the wood, your tools laid out, your breath, your boundaries, your truth, your fire banked and ready. Now take a breath. Feel the ground beneath your feet, not as a reminder of limitation, but as your foundation, your anchor, your connection to the earth that holds you. This is your stall. This is your moment. This is your trade. Offer not your desperation. Offer your stillness, the deep quiet that says, I am here and that is enough. Offer your clarity, the sharp knowing that cuts through doubt like a freshly forged blade. The discernment that says yes to what aligns and no to what drains. Offer your unshakable knowing that you belong here, not because you've earned it through struggle, but because you are it, because existence itself is proof of your belonging. And watch how the universe, ever faithful, ever responsive, meets you not as a beggar, but as an equal, a fellow trader, a mirror, a co-creator. Watch how doors open not because you kicked them down, but because you stood before them in alignment, and they recognized your frequency. Watch how people show up not because you convinced them, but because your coherence made them feel safe enough to be themselves. Because you are not separate from the field. You are the field trading with itself. Through you, as you, because of you. You are the iron and the fire, the buyer and the seller, the question and the answer. Your stall has been waiting. Your fire has been burning. Your time is now. Welcome home, trader. Step into your stall. The marketplace is alive and it's calling your name.